It didn't exist. Not on paper, not in law, not in reports. Yet its shadow stretched over decades. Operation Gladio, a network of secret stay-behind armies created after World War II by NATO and the CIA in various European countries. The official purpose to organize underground resistance in the event of a Soviet invasion. The unofficial one to influence domestic politics, suppress leftist movements, and engage in covert operations. According to declassified data revealed only in 1990, Gladio operated in at least 14 countries. The network was funded and coordinated with the support of the CIA and Britain's MI6. Its core consisted of trained cells, former soldiers, anti-communists, members of far-right groups, and in some cases, organized crime. First blood, Italy. Gladio first surfaced publicly in Italy. In 1990, Senator Felice Casson uncovered information about secret weapons caches hidden in mountain areas. Prime Minister Giulio Andreotti was forced to confirm, yes, Gladio existed. The revelation shocked the nation. For decades, an underground structure had operated in the shadows, outside parliamentary oversight, taking orders from foreign allies. Documents suggested that Gladio might have been involved in a wave of terrorist attacks in Italy during the 1970s-80s, including the 1980 Bologna train station bombing that killed 85 people. Officially blamed on neo-fascists, some investigators claimed the weapons used came from Gladio's hidden arsenals. The public was introduced to a new concept, the strategy of tension, managing society through fear, chaos, and provocation. Turkey, counter-guerrilla and disappearances. In Turkey, the network was known as counter-guerrilla. Here it took on a particularly dark form. Journalists and historians allege it was involved in torture, assassinations, and suppression of the Kurdish movement. In 1996, after a suspicious car crash in Susurluk, documents were found linking Turkish intelligence, mafia figures, and Gladio operatives in a single shadow network. One survivor, a high-ranking official, reportedly received a warning the day before the crash. Everything looks the same in the dark, but Gladio doesn't like light. Greece and the 1967 coup. In Greece, Gladio is suspected of having supported or planned the military coup of 1967, which brought the Black Colonels to power. According to former CIA officer Philip Agee, individuals trained in stay-behind programs played roles in the uprising. There are unconfirmed reports of a NATO meeting held in Athens just before the coup, where temporary control of the situation until the neutralization of the left was discussed. None of the participants were officially named, but flight logs and military movements from that week raise questions. Belgium and the Brabant Killers. In the 1980s, Belgium was shaken by a series of attacks on supermarkets by a group known as the Brabant Killers. The assailants acted with military precision. Their motives were unclear, and victims were random civilians. One theory links these acts to the strategy of tension, using fear to justify stronger government control. In 1995, a former Belgian intelligence officer testified that the attacks may have been coordinated by Gladio contacts. The claim caused a political storm, but the investigation was quietly shelved. Allegedly, key evidence disappeared 3 days after the interrogation of a crucial witness. An army without a flag. The most disturbing aspect is that no country where Gladio operated has fully uncovered the scope of its actions. Many archives were destroyed, participants are dead or silent. Even in declassified records, names are often redacted or replaced with code names. Those who spoke out vanished. One journalist investigating Gladio's ties to the Italian mafia was found dead. Official cause, heart failure. But just before his death, he had said, "I found a document that explains too much." A persistent legend tells of a suitcase found in Switzerland in 1992 containing a cassette. A distorted voice on the tape lists 50 names: politicians, bankers, judges. No officials ever confirmed its authenticity, and the suitcase later disappeared from police custody. Legacy. Though officially shut down, many experts believe Gladio's methods live on. Hybrid wars, staged protests, and unknown forces in modern hotspots echo old scripts. As one researcher wrote, the real shadow is the one you can't see even in the light. Gladio set a precedent. Proof that even in democratic nations, extra-legal structures can exist, operating outside constitutions, laws, and accountability. It reminds us, behind the storefront of democracy, a deeper, nearly invisible machine may operate, without uniforms, without symbols, without a trace.